Hello. Today I'm going to be covering Tenderfoot Requirements 5A, 5B, and 5C. So requirement 5A says to explain the importance of the buddy system as it relates to your personal safety on outings and in your neighborhood. Use the buddy system while on a troop or patrol outing. So the buddy system, all it basically means is that on your outing, you pair up with one other person. Excuse me. And that person is your buddy for the whole outing. So what does that mean? That means that buddy goes everywhere that you go. So if you have to go to the bathroom, the buddy comes with you. Obviously not in the bathroom, but to the bathroom. If you're going across the field to go play frisbee or something, buddy comes with you. If you're going to go, I don't know, into your tent for the night, your buddy comes with you, and that buddy should be tenting with you too. So having a buddy is really important because it's pretty crucial for your safety. Basically, I guess the whole theory behind the buddy system is if you were on your own without anybody else and you get hurt or something, and say, I don't know, you're unable to get help for yourself, you're kind of, there's not much you can do at that point. But if you have a buddy with you, if you get hurt, that buddy will be able to help you. That buddy will be able to maybe call for more professional help, stuff like that. The buddy is basically just someone that's there to look out for you whenever you need them. Another example would be maybe in the middle of the night, and say we're on a camping trip in November, and you wake up in the middle of the night and you're really cold. And so what you should do then is you should wake up your buddy and say, hey, I'm really cold. Can you help me? And the buddy could, you guys can figure out something to do. Maybe the buddy has an extra layer that they can lend you. Or maybe the buddy is already wearing all of their layers. So then you guys together can get up and go wake up a scoutmaster or an older scout and see if they can help you and possibly get some troop gear to help you stay warm. Okay. So requirement 5B says to describe what you do if you become lost on a hike or camp out. So say you were on a backpacking trip and somehow, even though this should never happen, somehow you ended up off the trail alone without a buddy. You can't see the trail and you can't see or hear anybody else around you. You're completely alone in the woods. What do you do? So, first of all, the last thing that you want to do is to start running around and panicking, because you're just going to get yourself more lost. So we actually have an acronym for this. The acronym is called STOP, S-T-O-P. The S stands for stop, coincidentally. The T stands for think, the O stands for observe, and the P stands for plan. So if you find yourself lost, the first thing you need to do is stop where you are and just calm down. Next, you need to think about what you're going to do next. If the first thing that you should always do is try and make some noise. So you should look through your pack, see if you have a whistle. If you don't have a whistle, even though you should find just anything else that you can bang on that would make a loud noise. You want to try and avoid having to yell because you'll lose your voice pretty quickly. Just anything that you can make some noise with. So hopefully people will hear where you are and come find you. O stands for observe. You want to observe your surroundings, look at where you are, see if you can see the trail from where you are. If you can't see the trail, you shouldn't go and try and find it. You should just stay put. And then P is plan. So if you end up being lost for, an extended period of time, you obviously need to start planning about what you're going to do, how you might spend the night lost. And then that can go back to observe, look around and see if you can find any resources, firewood, things like that. All right, and finally, requirement 5C, which says to explain the rules of safe hiking, both on the highway and cross country during the day and night. So, rule number 1 is always have a buddy. Okay, you want to do everything that you can to avoid the scenario that we talked about in 5B. Okay. The next thing that you should always be aware of is staying on the trail. Do not veer off the trail for any reason. Don't be like, oh, look, I see a cool plant over there. Let me go find it. And it's like 50 feet off the trail. Don't do that. Just stay on the trail, okay? Because the trail is, it's there for a reason. Wear proper footwear when you're hiking. So that's, hiking boots, usually, not sneakers. Sneakers, it'll be easy for your feet to wear out and get tired. Definitely not anything open-toed. That is the last thing you want to wear. Yeah, and basically just, use common sense, right? Follow the map you have. If you're with a patrol or a larger group, follow the patrol leader or whoever's navigating the trail. If you're on a highway, make sure that you walk on the edge of the highway. You want to walk on the left side of the highway, so that way all the cars coming can see you coming. You're going to want to walk in a single file line with everybody, so that way you make yourselves as out of the road as possible. Yeah, and of course, just keep a buddy near you at all times, and again, use common sense. So now during the night, if you're on the trail, really, during the night, you just want to, exaggerate everything that you were doing before. Stay extra aware of where your buddy is. Of course, you're going to want to keep a headlight on while you're hiking so you can see the ground that you're walking over, and hopefully you don't trip over any rocks or roots or whatever might be there. Keeping the light on is a biggie. Same thing for the highway. Keep a light on, especially on the highway, but you could also do this if you're on the trail. Wear reflective clothing. That is really important. So that way, if you're on the highway, the light will reflect off of you and all the cars will be able to see you so you don't get hit. If you're on the trail, that's helpful too, so you're easy to spot. In case you ended up veering off the trail, people could easily see you and call you back over. Okay.